Just waiting for some people to come, and then we can talk about this shit, okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for some people, and then we can talk about this situation, okay? Let me just put some foundation, concealer on my acne, okay? Hi, everyone. We're gonna talk about recent events. Alright, guys, so if you don't know what happened in recent events, there was a YouTuber that made some comments about Kyla's Pristin. I keep saying Kyla's Pristin. I mean Pristin's Kyla. Pristin's Kyla, okay? And honestly, I have a lot to say, kind of. I'm trying to keep it like... I don't want to start a fight. I'm not fighting. I'm not arguing with anyone. I'm just going to take this situation and tell it from my point of view, okay? Because I feel very greatly about the situation for personal reasons, because I've been kind of in the position where I have been body shamed in my past when I was 15 or 16, and this is just utterly insane. Like, obviously I wasn't a K-pop idol or anything, so I didn't have the weight of the entire internet on my shoulders, but in a lot of ways I relate to what's going on, okay? And a lot of you guys wanted to hear my opinion on the matter, and so I'm going to give it to you. I tried filming a video. It didn't really work because I didn't really know which direction I was going in. My brain was just scattered in so many things I wanted to say, so I'm going to try again with you guys here, okay? So let's start kind of from the top. I found out about Kyla when a lot of you guys told me I look like her, okay? Obviously, I think that's because we're both just fucking gorgeous girls, you know? No. But, we're both half white, half Korean, and I think that's where some of the resemblance comes in. And then when I found out about her, I was doing a lot of research on Pristin. I found out that she's really good at singing and dancing, just like most of every idol out there. So there's that. But then I also found out all the baggage about people hating on her for her weight, okay? And that's where I looked up videos of her, clips of her, you know, of her body. It sounds terrible, but I was, because I wanted to see why people were shitting on her so much, and why so many people, well, there were people shitting on her, and then there were people that were supporting her, okay? And so I wanted to see what was going on. So I looked her up, and I found out that she's actually a very healthy teenage girl. And healthy by America's standards. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, she does not fit the stereotype of traditional female K-pop idols' bodies. However, wait, okay? That's a fact. Because if you think of Girls' Generation, if you think of EXID, if you think of, like, Red Velvet or Blackpink, you have these certain body types in mind. You know what I mean? So it's not a secret that Kyla deviates just a little bit from that. However, Kyla is not unhealthy, And in fact, I love the fact that she isn't rail thin and is promoting certain eating disorders just like some other idols may be doing. You know what I mean? I've made videos about this in the past where I talk about, you know, eating disorders within the K-pop community, within K-pop, okay, and how, you know, idols do these crazy freaking diets to eliminate any sort of extra fat on their body so that they can, you know, present themselves to millions of people and be loved and worshipped as idols, okay? Personally, I haven't, like, it's always been a bit of an issue in my head because the extent that they're going to achieving these bodies is not healthy at all. Like, these ways of doing, like, diets and stuff should not be idol-worthy at all. To me, and I've said this in videos in the past, I think people are most attractive when they're neither underweight nor overweight, when they're perfectly healthy, and that is what I think Kyla is right now. She's perfectly healthy. In fact, when I was 15 or 16, I would have killed to look like her. Like, she's beautiful, and she's gonna do her, and she's talented, and it really sucks going back to what that one YouTuber said in his video. I agree that Korea's standards for K-pop idols, you know, the company's preset image for what they want in an idol is kind of fucked up because they only want really skinny, they only want a certain body type, and, you know, we've been accepting that for years, but then as soon as, like, one idol comes up that doesn't exactly fit that agenda, it's like, whoa, everything fucking just tables flipped, shit hits the fan. It's like, guys, this is what we wanted. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I personally wanted. I want idols to look more like her. I mean, if you're naturally thin, or if you're naturally gonna be more healthy looking, thicker looking, like, I don't care as long as you're healthy and you're getting a proper amount of exercise and you're sleeping well enough and you're eating well enough. I don't think we should have overweight idols, but I also don't think we should have extremely underweight idols due to starving yourselves and restricting yourselves. There's just so much I want to talk about in this because it affects me personally, guys. This shit, like I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry. But when I was 15 or 16, in fact, when I was 11, I started developing this eating disorder so that I could become thinner, okay? And the reason I developed this disorder was not because of K-pop. It was for other reasons, other pressures put on me, which I will explain in another video because it's a mess. Honestly, it's a mess. But I can just imagine the amount of BS that Kyla is having to deal with right now, and it hits me really, really hard because I was there. You know what I mean? Like, I was fucking there, I fought that battle, and I was bigger than Kyla. Like, Kyla's fucking beautiful, she's healthy. Like, if you looked at her alone, by herself, not compared to the rest of her group members, you would say, hey, she's really cute. She's pretty healthy looking. Like, what? Like, what do you want? You know what I mean? Also, I have something to address that this one YouTuber said in his video regarding Kyla. He said something where it was that girls stop growing from ages 13 to 16 because they stop growing earlier than men, which is true. We do stop growing relatively earlier than when guys stop growing. However, he said that at that point, or he made an inference that at that point, she should be, like, losing weight and getting into that, you know, body type. She should, you know, you guys know what I mean. Like, at that age. And I'm here to say no, that is wrong. That is so wrong because what I went through was completely different, okay? It's not, I'm about to go all biology terms on you guys, but bear with me, okay? So, just because you stop growing upwards doesn't mean the girl is going to stop developing. You know, like, this is the age of puberty and transforming from a child to an adult. And obviously, with that, there comes a lot of hormonal changes. And while your body is going through all those hormonal changes, like, your chemical balance is off. So your body's going to do weird freaking things on you. And honestly, I dealt with this personally because when I started puberty, you know, not to say that it wasn't, my weight gain wasn't only because of this, but, you know, I also had an eating disorder, you know, baggage. I also had hormone issues that I had to get medicated for, just like all this fucking shit. But on top of that, the normal girl experiences estrogen changes, testosterone changes, like just all of these hormones, and they will cause fluctuations in what your body looks like. And for me, and I know this personally because I'm at the end of puberty. I'm done with puberty. I'm 19 years old. I'm basically an adult now. And for some reason, I think I've discussed this with you guys before, but for some reason, I just started losing weight. Like, I wasn't trying to lose weight. I wasn't, like, exercising more than I should. I wasn't eating healthier than I was before. You know, my body just slimmed down. And I did a lot of research on this, and I think it's because at the end of puberty, your body kind of finds its natural homeostasis where it should be, and your hormones balance out, and you are not going through the stage of stress where your body is trying to develop certain things and mature in certain ways. And after that phase, your body's like, okay, well, everything's done, let's go back to normal, and then shoop, your body kind of slims up a little bit. And so that didn't happen until I turned 19, until I was done. You know what I mean? It's like, there's so many, like, case studies in which girls' bodies, you know, they develop differently, they show different signs of maturity and gaining weight and losing weight that are just for so many reasons that you can't just say, because you don't know what it's like to be in Kyla's shoes. You don't know if she has any, like, if she's dealing with anything medically like I was, you know, like, you can't tell, and you can't just generalize and say that at 15 or 16, these girls should be looking like adults and should be thin like adults. I mean, if you are a K-pop idol, which doesn't even matter in the first place, but it's just, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, I've had such different experiences, and it fucked me up, and it continues to fuck me up today. Like, my self-esteem, the way I look at my body, the way I interact with people that I potentially have a crush on or, like, want to pursue, like, everything is just fucked because of my past. Of, you know, pressures of me, put onto me, of losing weight, of being skinny, of, like, this eating disorder that I went through, of all these medications I had to take. And again, I'm not saying that Kyla actually has as many problems as I did, but like putting the traditional image of a K-pop idol, a skinny K-pop idol, off to the side, you don't know what she's dealing with as a person. You don't think she's attempted to lose weight? Like, that's just, she's probably on a diet as we speak. Okay, so everyone's going to be different. And just because this one talented, young, very attractive female K-pop idol just somewhat deviates from that image doesn't mean it's wrong. Guys, if we're going to try to change the stereotypical idea of what a K-pop idol should look like, if we want to change that and start promoting for more healthy idols, we need to let them know that we're okay with this and we support body types like her and we support what she's doing. We support what she represents. You know what I mean? I agree with Edward. Someone says, I agree with Edward and also disagree with him. Me too. I agree with Edward in that it sucks that she's put in this position where the stereotype is against her. You know what I mean? But I disagree in the fact that I believe that, you know, we can change what we see in these idols. We can let them know that it's okay to be thicker, to be healthier, if that means it's not compromising your health, you know, and that's just such a big issue. None of the fans know, you know, what personally the idols are going through. We're just assuming based on what they look like, so I'm not trying to assume, but I'm just saying if idols are compromising their health for a certain image, I don't want that. I don't want to support it. I mean, I want to support the person individually, but I don't want to support a mindset like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm really distressed because, first of all, this hits me like personally because I relate to this poor girl. And I say poor girl because what is this situation that's this controversy surrounding her name, you know? But also, like, if we are meaning to take steps towards healthier idols just in general, we have to accept that this is okay. You know? Like, it's okay for her to look like a normal person. It's okay, you know? And the range of being healthy and looking healthy and just being a healthy person is vast and will vary from person to person. People will look skinnier and be healthy for their body, or people will look thicker and be healthy, just as healthy for themselves as the skinnier person. However, I'm just here to say, you know, maybe the age of being 90 to 110 pounds is like over for K-pop. I mean, it's not over, it's never really over, but I mean, we're accepting different body types, and I think that's great, and we should support Kyla until the end. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that this YouTuber that made the video, he wasn't saying that he doesn't support Pristin or Kyla in general. I don't know, it's touchy, and I don't want to fight. I'm just trying to get things off my chest from my point of view, because I've been through that shit and I know what I want to see, and this is that. I've just verbal diarrhea all over you guys, and honestly, that's how it is. That's what I think. So, this is what I think, okay? And I'm going to read some comments. Chogiwa says, if she looked like a normal person, she wouldn't be a K-pop idol. K-pop idols are expected to be more attractive than the average person. It's a sad reality. Yes, and that sucks. But the controversy around Kyla is that she is an idol, and she does look more like a normal person. So what we're trying to say is that it's okay to look like her or look thicker and be an idol, you know? This is the kind of change we're pushing for. Not pushing for, but like supporting. When idols come up like this, in Kyla's position, I'm going to support them, okay? Because I know that they're going to try their best to be healthy, and I hope, I assume, it's messy. Do you stand Pristin personally? No. I don't really... I'm not really a fan of them because I haven't done a lot of research into their songs or their, like, members, you know. I don't really know much about Pristin. I'm just trying to talk about Kyla, you know what I mean? So... that's that. I'm literally, my armpits are sweating. So if you guys have any input, tell me now, and then I'm going to stop this live stream. Hopefully Kyla sees it one day. I hope so. Or her amazing brother on Twitter. Literally, fucking love him. This guy deserves everything for being just the most loving, supportive brother. He is literally there for Kyla. And honestly, I wish I had a brother like him. Like, Wendy from Red Velvet was perfect. She is a very good example of how this mindset of how K-pop idols need to be skinny and perfect, and for some reason that equals malnourishment, because she looks like a skeleton in their last comeback. And I was so shocked and sad because poor Wendy. She does not need to be doing that to her body. She is compromising so much. She could make herself infertile. She could affect her future in so many ways. She could get osteoporosis. Just so many things involving being malnourished. And she's doing it for this industry. Personally, as long as the idols just keep making good-ass music, as long as they work hard and are talented and do some good-ass stages, like, I'm here. Like, I signed up for the music and for the music culture, not for this weird fucking body-shaming shit, you know what I mean? It's like, K-pop is appealing to the eyes, but, like, that's just a plus. I'm here for the music. Like, what am I gonna listen to walking on the way to school? You know, it's like, that's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm gonna stay for, and if it's a bop, it's a bop. I don't care if the idol looks normal, or skinny, or, you know, whatever. It's just, I don't care. This is why I'm trying to just be healthy, okay? Because, I don't know, sometimes people just, I don't know. And that's not the only thing I'm upset about the K-pop industry for, but we will get into other issues later. But yeah, that was all. Thanks for listening. There's like 300 people watching, which is absolutely insane. And with someone who has personal experience with being body shamed and told to lose weight and been told to only eat fucking green beans, I relate, okay? I know what it's like. In one way or another, okay? So I say fuck anyone who body shames. Not saying that the other YouTuber body shamed, but anyone who's about to body shame, okay, fuck them. Okay, guys, I love you so much. If you're new to my channel, you guys can check out my Instagram, my Twitter, or you can add me on Snapchat at Sumi Appleberry. I'm always ranting about shit, so check me out my other social medias. My username is always Sumi Appleberry. And that's that, okay? I'm about to go. I have a lot of fucking homework, okay? Like, I'm not even prepared to come in front of thousands of people, but I did it for Kyla, because love her and love what she's representing, and I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I love you, and I will see you later. Have a good Saturday.